After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Okay. We have their drink of choice.
115. Yep, I do. You own silver, John?
What's that?
Do you own any silver?
No. Has silver gone down?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Went from 115 down to like 80 something.
Yeah. Crypto's crashed pretty good too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That would be a good topic too. Maybe there's so many topics we could talk about. But go ahead.
Yeah, gosh. But the Bitcoin's dropped quite a bit, which really sucks.
I do have some Bitcoin. Not a lot by any means, but
well, I don't have like a full coin.
No, me neither. Yeah.
0.0001.
Yeah.
I got I have a few $1,000s worth,
Yeah.
Right. I had like 6,000. It's like worth about 3,000 now.
Yep.
And I have XRP, which I have a ton of that, and that was doing good, and that's just totally gone down quite a bit. But
do you know why it went down? Like, have you kind of heard?
I have no clue why it went down. Do you know? Or any insight into it?
So from what I've heard, it has to do with Epstein.
Really?
And how there's evidence in the stuff that they've released that he had a heavy hand in making Bitcoin.
Really?
And so they're kind of like, okay, so is this going to mean that at some point they're just going to be like, well, Bitcoin isn't a thing anymore because, a criminal had this.
So we're going to introduce our own coin, digital coin, that's, made by honest people like, our government.
Absolutely. Honest people.
Yep.
Only the most honest. For instance, the Trump currency that was very honest and very, very good.
Yeah. That's great. Right. Is that going to be released right along with those Epstein files, redacted files that actually have some information in them, or?
Boy, I don't know. Man, there's so much stuff in those files. It's insane. It actually made me physically sick reading some of that stuff. It's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Cannot talk about it here on YouTube. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. If you'd like to get into the details,
you can allude to it. And some of the stuff you can talk about, and some of the people out there have talked about it, but there's so much far worse in there. It's vile, evil. It's evil, just pure evil.
Maybe you can explain this to me, or if anybody's watching this, feel free to comment on it. But is like obviously there's people in these videos. I know that there's the victims, and we can't we don't want to know who they are, right?
Right.
But there's the it's the people that are doing these crimes that are in the videos. I mean, I don't care if there's people that are known or not. Like, why can't they go after them, or why aren't they going after them? I mean, they have physical evidence of seeing them do these crimes. They can't. There's no arrests. I don't understand it.
Right. And going back to the victim thing. Okay, so you want to protect the victims. Absolutely, right. I get that 100%. Well, some of these victims aren't alive anymore.
Really?
So, why don't you show us those pictures? I don't need to see the pictures, but we know what's going on. And even if you do want to redact the pictures, you have a clear picture of who the guy is or girl standing there with the person, the victim. Why has there not been any arrests?
Yeah.
Not even a single one. Like, okay, Epstein and his girlfriend or whatever she was at the time, Ghislaine Maxwell. Okay. Anybody else? This wasn't just their thing,
Right.
So I don't know.
That's what is
it's
frustrating.
Pretty messed up.
And is it because they need to get like, do some of the victims actually need to come forward to, to be put in front of the court to speak to this? Like, isn't like video evidence enough, or is that not enough? Do they need,
Hey,
a witness
apparently
to?
it's not enough.
Yeah.
Apparently, video evidence, picture evidence, witnesses, testimonies, all this stuff. Apparently, that's no longer enough anymore.
Yeah.
You need something else, which I don't know what all you need.
I don't think it's about that.
I mean, you've had
Yeah.
2 administrations that have really just done nothing with this, and we came
Yep.
into this administration with the promise that this stuff would be released and dealt with, and it's not.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're even redacting even further, or this, I
They're
don't know.
definitely redacting. They're definitely trying to protect Trump. I mean, that's
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah. Think
He's
so?
not going to tell them to release that stuff. I really do, because there's stuff that's been slipped through where he's been airbrushed out of one photo, but another angle of it shows him in it, and it's just like,
So
on, man.
why wouldn't the Biden administration take advantage of this then? Like if they know because they're in it as well, then it's so
yeah,
so corrupt and
Everyone's in
so it's so
And there's so many people that have
yeah.
a hand in it at
Yeah.
every level.
at every level and at the highest levels.
yeah.
And that's the problem, is that it goes into like the monarchy of the United Kingdom, and just it's all over the world. The only places that don't seem to have anything in there are people like Russia, and it's like, well, we're told they're the bad guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think there's any good guys, to be honest.
No.
I think this is going to lead into a lot of the conversation tonight. It's almost like I have a defeatist attitude towards everything. I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
Well, it's hard to find the good. It's hard to find
Yeah.
anything positive anymore. You get a little bit of positivity, and unfortunately, that little bit of positivity has underneath it massive amounts of negativity from everywhere. And it's like, what do? You just got to take what you can, unfortunately, and hope that the world will come out of this at some point.
Yeah, I don't.
It will.
Yeah,
We'll
I
get
mean,
out
I
of
don't
it at
know.
some point. I mean, we've all seen that the world's gone through bad. I mean, you look throughout history; it's gone through really bad times before too.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, there's ups and downs.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
in the big picture of things, I mean, we're people living the best they've ever lived, and I know there's still
yes.
there's
Yep.
third world countries and there's people that are having a pretty bad existence, but
Yep.
Never in the history of humanity has it been so good for the
Oh yeah, no, I absolutely understand what you're saying there.
yeah.
We really are, and it's so good that people have to find things to complain about.
Well, that's the American
which is really-
existence. Yeah.
It's really messed up because there's already so much out there to complain about.
Yeah.
Especially the Epstein stuff aside, you got all these protests all over the place. Everyone's all upset over these ICE raids, which is insane because not 10, 15 years ago, another certain president of a darker skin tone was doing the same thing,
Yep.
and nobody was rioting at that
Yeah.
point. But it's just idiocy.
Yeah. You can't
It's an idiot paradox, if you will.
it's one way to say it. It's just everybody's in there, right? The little bubbles, and they have their outrages. They're outraged about these things. You're right. Like, yeah, you can say it. Obama, I think.
No, absolutely. He deported more people than Trump has
Yeah,
at all. And I don't know.
and it's not to say we're not even saying anything against him. It's just that's what happened
No,
because they were
it's just-
they were
it's-
enforcing the law.
Exactly.
Whether
I'm
you like
glad
it-
he did it.
Yeah,
Thank you, Obama. It's something I definitely agree with him. Appreciate that.
who's that? Not that I watched it, but I saw a clip of is it Billie Eilish or whatever her name is? From the
Oh,
Billie
Grammys or whatever.
Eilish.
Yeah, Billie Eilish.
I saw a couple clips on that. First off, I'm never gonna watch the Grammys. Garbage.
No,
But yeah, she was like, what'd she say? Something about you can't be illegal on stolen land or something like that.
It was basically it was that, and and she lives in like a $3 million mansion, or maybe it's more, I don't know, but it's on
probably-
what she would call stolen land, which it's not stolen, whatever, but it's
Right.
these people, it's like, why don't you just then give your land over to them then if you're so passionate about it,
Exactly.
but they're full of
Well,
shit.
Yeah. All these people, like, exactly. They're all, you're living on stolen land, but they never want to give anything up. Oh, we need to house all these illegals, but they never want to put one in their house. It's like, come on, guys, give me a
in the clip, you see the people in the audience like, oh, they're all like this mindless, just like, what are you clapping at? You don't see the irony in this?
Of mindless idiots.
Yep,
Yeah,
that she's this millionaire that has this $1 million mansion that's on the same land, and like it's all gated and walled.
Yeah,
it's just crazy. It's like we're just
Speaking of stolen land, Land O'Lakes butter.
Yes.
You know how they took the Indian out of the image?
They did,
but they kept the land.
Yeah.
How is that politically
The Indian
correct?
was offensive, so we
Please
took her
explain that to me.
So they took the Native American out of the Land O'Lakes, but they left the land there.
Yes.
It almost seems like somebody's being funny.
It is so perfect.
Yeah. That's like what's the syrup with Mama
Aunt Jemima's syrup.
Aunt Jemima.
Aunt Jemima's.
No, when I think of like an American mom, I think of her in that picture. Like I don't think racist anything. I'm thinking like, man, that's some good syrup, and that's like America's mom bringing me pancakes and syrup.
Yeah.
But we have to take her out of it because it's
why would you do
somehow
that?
politically incorrect.
Can't have her face on there. That's ridiculous.
But we can leave the white Quaker Oats guy. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's the part of it that I don't understand how so many people on that side of things don't see.
Yeah.
It's like they're rubbing it in your face and you still don't see that.
Yeah, the people that are so like so upset about it, and they don't see how it's Americana. Like it's nothing negative. It's like it's a part of America,
Right. Yeah. People want to claim we don't have culture. Well, you're getting rid of all the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Is Uncle Ben still on the rice, or has he been taken out too?
I think he was.
Yep.
I'll be honest, I haven't bought Uncle Ben in quite some time, but last time I looked, he was.
Yeah. I mean, it's not Uncle Tom, so it's fine. Can't even get the joke there.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Yeah.
Yep. So we got a few topics tonight. Who wants to go first? Do you want to go? I guess we may as well go into like the Super Bowl and the halftime show. Do you want to just like kind of go?
Yeah, we can go into that real quick.
I do have. I can't. I don't think I can play this with audio. I know I can't. So, let me make sure that's muted. It's muted. This is like that halftime show.
Can you even play it at all?
I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of get it to where he's here. He
Flip
is.
the image. There he is.
Let's see if I can pause it. Here we go.
Well, that was too much.
Copyright.
We've been banned. It's been pulled. It's just I put this up. It's gonna be.
No! All our money that we're making.
Yeah, I know. Here we go again. We're not gonna be able to keep the lights on here because. Yeah.
Oh man.
So
yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good, Matt.
I guess this was one of the most aired, or maybe it was the most seen, supposedly, NFL halftime. Which, when you think about all the controversy around it, I don't see how that could possibly be. Also, there's been people from like pictures from the stands in the crowd. You watch the video, cheers, everybody's hooping and hollering, everything like that. But you get these videos of people that are in the stands, filming the people in the stands, and everybody's just standing there like,
just quiet.
Okay. First off, I don't speak Spanish. Obviously, I don't know very little of it. I think that's what he's saying. Is he Spanish?
Yeah, Spanish.
Yeah. I'm thinking he's. I don't know much about this.
He's Puerto Rican, yeah, but he's speaking Spanish. Yes.
He is okay. Puerto Rican Spanish. To not even have like a translator or anything involved in this for a country that is predominantly English speaking. I mean, I just don't get the point of it. Like, why would you? Why? Sure, have some of it. Sure, love your culture, man. Nothing against that, man. Love it, but show some respect, I guess, to the country that you're in. I don't know. It just seemed weird.
It's.
I will say one thing that was cool that I saw was at the end, toward the end or something. Again, I did not watch the whole thing, but they did show like all the flags and the American flag and all the flags from this hemisphere, like the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
North America, South America, they like had all the flags, Central America. And I thought that was kind of cool, kind of a unity kind of a thing. I thought that was neat. But what he was saying during that time, couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We watched the we watched the Turning Point during this, the Turning
Okay.
Point USA, a halftime show that they had with Kid Rock. So I didn't
Okay.
watch this until today because I just wanted to see it. And
Yeah.
I'll start with this. I mean, it was like I said, I didn't understand what he's saying. I don't think the singer's particularly good, but I mean, it's a live thing. I don't know. I don't know his music, so I'm old. To me, I'm like out of touch.
I'm not his demographic.
Yeah, to me, to me, I mean, whatever. I guess I don't. What is the audience now? The NFL halftime show. I think it's not even like NFL fans. I think it's to bring in people that aren't really wanting to watch the NFL game, but they
Mm.
want to see the show. Because I know people from work. They like Bad Bunny, and I've never heard of him before until this came up that he was going to be doing the halftime show. So, like, this was all news to me. It's not what I'm into. They had the Green Day played before it started, and I thought they put on a good show. That's more
Yeah.
my
Yeah. That was
speed.
fun.
Yeah, but
Right.
I don't know if that would be. I don't think people care about Green Day anymore. So I think they're looking for a global audience, and they're you know what I mean. They're trying to bring their
Yeah.
product to the world, kind of thing, right?
Right.
And
Mm.
like watching it, I was like, whatever. I seen more offensive stuff with other halftime
Oh yeah.
shows.
Oh, by
So
far. Yeah.
yeah, so to me, I wasn't too bothered by it. I mean, yeah, I couldn't understand it.
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
exactly not bothered by it, but
yeah,
like I don't see the point of it. Like, why
yeah,
is it?
yeah,
Like, why?
yeah.
What instead of this? How about you put out a poll to the fans of football
Mm,
and be like, "Hey, who do you want in this halftime show?
yeah.
Who would you like to play in the show?"
It it's almost like they like it because it creates controversy. So you're gonna get as much people that don't want to watch it as people that
Yeah.
do want to see Bad Money. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
so that's probably why it was such a during this it was the most watched halftime show I think ever. So
Yes. Yeah.
it's probably a lot of that people want to tune
Oh
in,
yeah.
but I don't like to me I don't see too much. Like, I know people were like there's a big buildup of it and like this guy hates America and all that stuff, and I mean I don't know this dude.
I have no
You know
idea.
what I mean? So at the
Yeah.
end he said God bless America, so I guess that's good. In English, I did understand that. So
Yeah. I don't know his political standing whatsoever.
yeah,
I couldn't tell you anything,
yeah,
anything about this guy except for he seems to rap in Spanish, I believe.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Mm.
that's it.
Usually, yeah.
And to be honest, I don't care what famous people have to say about politics anymore. I just don't care. It's just
No.
they live in a different world. Like this, I mean, I don't know him, and if he's speaking about injustice, I mean, this guy's a millionaire. Like these people don't live in the same world we do.
Right. No,
So
not at all.
like advice
It,
from
it,
them, I'm all
it's
set.
it's a total disconnect,
Yeah,
and I would go as far as to say that they're probably paid to say whatever, either way.
Right.
yeah, yeah, and it's good to create outrage because it creates like think about all the especially musicians over the years. They're always trying to create controversy for
Yeah.
themselves because any news is good news, right?
Yeah,
Even bad
yeah.
news.
Right.
Any attention is good attention.
Yeah, and you want to stay relevant, and so it's I don't know, I feel like the world's passed me by because I've long since abandoned listening to newer music because I'm just getting older, and I like soundtracks and game music, so video game music.
There you go. I still try to stay up with some of the newer stuff, especially in the group of guys. Most of the guys I game with are like in their 20s, so they'll send me some stuff from the new
Mm.
groups and stuff. And I appreciate that. At least they're willing to send me that stuff.
What do
So
they think of
yeah,
this? What did they think of the Bad Bunny or
you know what? I honestly haven't talked to them about that at all. I know a couple of them didn't watch it, so but I don't know what their stance was on it. But
the funny thing is
I don't know if any of them even listen to the guy. I'm guessing probably a couple do, but I
yeah.
don't know.
The funny thing is that the people I talk to that are younger that did listen to him, they didn't even hear about any like controversy. That wasn't even on the radar. Like oh there is. They were just
Yeah,
excited he was going to sing. I'm like,
yeah,
so that just goes to show you there's we're all kind of in our little bubbles hearing whatever,
absolutely.
and
Yep.
I didn't know anything about it.
no.
I learned on Sunday that he was singing, and then I learned also that people were mad about it.
Yeah. There you go.
I do think there is a side of people being mad about it just because it's not. Oh, it's not an American. He shouldn't be singing in the NFL. It's like,
Yeah.
shut up.
Yeah.
I don't care about that part. That's not. I don't care.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
like I used kind of touched on earlier though. It's tough. I guess if you're an English speaking person, it's tough. You don't understand it, you know. And,
Yeah.
but
But I mean, if you look at the average NFL fan,
yeah,
of course they're not gonna like.
they
it.
could have
Come
put a
on.
closed caption with English words, maybe. That would have been helpful.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they always have the translators for the deaf people. Where's our translator
Yeah,
for
we
the
need.
English people?
Yeah.
I had a Brazilian friend. He liked that Bad Bunny was doing the halftime show, but he also was wearing a Patriots jersey. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
There you go.
He must have been disappointed.
I know.
Yeah.
That game sucked, by the way. I'm a Patriots fan, so it really
Oh
sucked.
man,
It was
that
the
was
worst
tough.
game.
Uh,
So, but I did, as I mentioned, I did watch the Turning Point halftime show with Kid Rock, and that wasn't that great either. You know what I mean?
no,
Well,
I was wondering because I like I said I didn't watch it either. I was gonna maybe think about maybe checking some of it out because I used to love Kid Rock. You know,
yeah.
I haven't heard any of his new stuff, but I liked Kid Rock back in the day in the '90s, of course. So I
Well,
don't know.
I'll say this: there was 4 acts, including him. So the first act was we're actually really good. It's country music, though. I'm not a big country music dude.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't know any current music, so I don't know. You know, they sounded pretty good. The first one, second, this woman, I don't know their names. I apologize, but this woman sang country. She's sounding pretty good, but once again,
Okay.
and then this other band came on. They were really slow, and it was just more country and just kind of like all right. And
Yeah.
then they brought Kid on, and they did My Name Is Kid, boom 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 boom. You know his old song,
Yeah.
but he's lip syncing it, and it's not
No.
lining up. And it looked
No
like I go,
way.
is he like high or drunk or something? I go, this is messed up. And they cut.
No
They
way.
just cut it. All of a sudden, there's like someone I think playing a cello and a violin. This couple, and I'm like, what is going on here? My wife's like, I don't know what's happening. And then all of a sudden, then it cuts to him again, and he's just
Yeah.
singing, and he actually sounded really good. Like Kid Rock sounded good. He's like more of a country vibe to it, and that portion of it. That
Was it like?
song- what's that?
Sorry. What was it like? Some of his newer stuff? Is this
Yeah.
like newer stuff?
Yeah, oh, yeah,
country?
yeah.
Okay.
So all I could gather from it is it was kind of the transition from this who he used to be to who he is now, and
Yeah.
he had a good line in the song that I really liked. It's kind of a nod to the Bible. He goes, "There's an old book sitting in people's homes that needs to be dusted off." And
I
he goes,
did hear. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody did tell me about that.
Yeah, and then he kind of praised Jesus, and I was like, "That's cool." And
Yeah.
I really like that. Yeah, and he harmonized well with that, the lyrics with that.
Right on.
So that was pretty cool. But I think overall, I feel like they're creating outrage with this Bad Bunny stuff. Say, hey, come and check our stuff out. When I don't know, it's like I'm so sick of the outrage over everything. I'm just tired of being told I should be mad about something. Kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Doesn't matter what it is. Somebody's out there to tell you to be angry about it, even if it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah. I guess I could.
I think it's just a movement to control emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think somebody got married in this thing too in real life. Like there's some like couple on
An
it. got
actual
married.
marriage?
Yeah. And there's a
Those
lot
are
of
just
good
for
It was
the
looking
an
show?
actual marriage.
Yeah. Yeah, like a real one. There's a lot of good looking dances. That was nice. I like that.
Yep, Latinas.
Yep.
It's a trap.
Hey, world language right there.
Yep. It is.
That I understood.
They're all dancing and they're all happy. I
Nice.
have no problem with that. He's on a truck.
like the
where's
truck.
marriage thing?
Nice
Here's the
older truck.
violins. I think this is the wedding.
You're showing me
portion.
more than I have seen of the whole thing. This is crazy.
Yeah, there you go. There it is. Here's the wedding. This is like a real wedding.
You stole the football. There's a wedding.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's a real couple.
Imagine being those people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So, and then is that
would be
Lady
cool.
Gaga?
Yes.
Okay, she was in it. She
Is that
sang.
Lady
So I
Gaga?
did understand
I didn't even know
that.
she was going to be there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Had no idea.
Yep.
Crazy.
But I don't know his music. Like what he was singing in here was not good. I mean, even for
Like if you translated it, it wasn't good, or
it just didn't sound
it just
great. Like
wasn't-
he didn't sound
doesn't
like
sound
a
good,
great
okay.
singer. Like, and maybe that's just his thing. I
Yeah.
don't know. And I'm,
It's just this thing. It's like a cultural difference.
no, but there's like great Spanish singing, like I like Shakira.
Oh yeah,
She can sing, Spanish all day long. It
yeah.
sounds
There's
great.
definitely some Spanish groups out there that like that I'll listen to.
Yeah.
Even some Filipino. I think I sent Nate a long time ago. Some Filipino rapper. I think he was
Yeah.
Filipino, but he's really good. I can't even think of his name right now, but that irritates me. But no, there's some that are just good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I've honestly never heard a song from this guy. So
No,
I don't know.
I didn't. Honest to God, I never
know
knew
what
he
the hype is.
existed until this came up. He's going to be in the Super Bowl. Like what, 6 months ago? When was it when they were all like, I was getting all mad?
He was in a movie I watched, and I didn't even know he was in the movie until everybody was like, "He's in this movie." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh,
It was Brad Pitt. He was on a train, Bullet Train, I believe that is the name of the movie.
oh, that's a great movie.
Really good movie, by the way.
He's in that.
Yeah,
That
I
movie's
guess he's
really
in
good.
there.
Oh wow,
I could not tell you who or where or anything about like where he is in it.
I
but
can't remember.
guess
I
he's in
couldn't
there.
either. But I did like that movie. This dude was good. He was singing like he had a good, good voice. I didn't understand any of it, but he was
Do you
really
know
good.
who that
Older
is?
artist, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but he
Who's that?
he sang really
Wait.
well. Do you know him?
God, that face looks so familiar.
It's not Ricky Martin, is it?
Is that Ricky Martin?
Like older Ricky Martin? I haven't seen him in years. What does he look like? Because it kind of looks like his
Yeah,
face.
Ricky Martin. Yeah, that's
Is it
him.
really him?
Yep.
I nailed it. I didn't know it was
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, that's
it
who I
was-
thought it was, but I
it
didn't
was
want to
three
say
people.
Ricky Martin. But yeah,
Yeah. Holy crap. Okay, that's okay. That makes sense.
did he sing "Livin' La Vida Loca" or whatever?
No. I don't think. No, he did. I would have known that.
Great.
He sang something that sounded
He
pretty good.
missed his chance. Bring it
Yeah.
back. Come
These
on.
people are like climbing telephone poles. I don't know what's
I
going
know.
on here.
I don't.
And then here's again where they
So
come with the
funny.
flags. It's a Puerto Rican flag, right? So
Yeah.
like I don't think at the end was cool. Let's see. They come run out with, like you said, Matt, with all the flags.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah, because he did sing about all the different countries in South America. Of course, he said the U.S. and he said Canada. So all basically North and South America
Yeah.
being America. I think that was the message, like a unity type thing. Which whatever, that's fine.
Hey, let's not be giving Trump ideas.
That was my plan. Like years ago, I always thought it'd be good to like invade
America
all those countries
2.0.
and bring America to South America, like
There you
the
go.
U.S. America. Take out the governments and give people, let them. I guess they can buy land. I don't know, but kind of, if they want to come to America, we could bring America to them. That was my
There you go.
idea.
There you go. Extend the border.
Yep.
Now you're American.
I don't think that'd go over well. I don't think people
Not
would
go
like
over
that.
well at all.
Yeah. So that was that. I don't know. It was fine. Whatever.
No, right on.
They'll find now. They got to find something. What's going to be next year? What's our predictions here
Oh,
for
brother.
halftime show?
I don't even know who the big stars are today.
I don't. Either.
I assume Taylor Swift is still big. How the come she hasn't done a Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe she did. I don't know.
I don't think she did.
I don't know. I don't keep up on Super Bowl halftime shows.
I think they're kind of the NFL's kind of sick of her because of Travis Kelce and they're seeing her at every Chiefs game like
God.
constantly. So maybe we've had enough for her.
You know what? The NFL is not the only one. So
So yeah, Bad Bunny turned out to be a great bunny in my book.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, great for him. So we I don't know, want to jump into whose topic here? Matt?
Yeah. I mean, we can talk about what's going on in the gaming world right
Yeah.
now with the whole Ashes of Creation thing. I
Yeah.
don't know if anybody's kept up on that or not, but
Yeah, it's
that was
pretty interesting. Yeah.
It's an interesting debacle.
Yeah,
So
All
yeah,
I
I don't know
know
if
it
anybody's
was a game that popped up and then got shut down and then
just as easily popped
wiped off
out.
a Steam.
Yeah, so it's an MMO, right? That was kickstarted in 2017. kind of, I think, advertised as like the old style, like MMO. So they
Yeah.
had a Kickstarter. I think they were trying to raise like $750,000 around that. They got
Yeah.
like 3 million plus,
Yep.
and then they started working on it. I think it went through a few different iterations of it. I'm playing the trailer now here.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely did. And unfortunately, we sit here and think like 3 million. That's a lot of money. But if you sit down and actually look at what it takes, like the actual multiple tens of millions it takes to make an MMO,
yeah,
you kind of see with the cracks forming early, and you're like, oh,
yeah.
this
I mean,
thing was
that's
never
like
actually
nothing.
coming.
I mean, I don't think, how would they even say, like, to think that 750,000 would be enough to do this? It's ridiculous in itself.
There's no chance. There's no shot anybody's making an MMO for that amount.
Yeah.
They're just not.
I mean,
The
even
time it takes to pay the employees to work on it, and it's just not happening.
yeah.
So,
So yeah, some of the things. So this guy, I forget the guy's name. Do I have it here? I thought I wrote.
You're talking about the lead designer.
Yeah, it's Sheriff.
Stephen Sharif.
Sharif. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
it. So he's the founder, right?
Yeah. Well, one of them. I guess it was him and I think his last name is Bard. I can't remember the guy's first name. There was another guy, but yeah, basically those two. Another company came in, bought him out.
I don't know if is that real? Is it what happened? Because it's kind of like it's all fuzzy there. So the game was in alpha, I think in December, right? And then they didn't go to a beta; they went to a release, in January, just recently.
Yeah.
They released on Steam. It was out of
Yep.
early access, and it absolutely was unfinished. Still, it wasn't done, fully done. It was a game though. It wasn't like it wasn't a game. It wasn't like the some games that said they were a game and they were just totally not a game.
Right. Yep. So it was bought out by a company. Well, okay, so saying it's bought out is probably the not correct term to be saying. Basically, what is it, my.com or something like that? Mine.com or my.com? Something like that.
That's who bought them.
They got the rights, the publishing rights to the game.
Okay.
So they didn't necessarily buy out the studio, but they definitely bought a control of it.
So they own all the intellectual property to this game now.
Yes. So they were basically like, hey, you guys aren't making any money. We need to now push this thing, go in some other directions that the lead designer didn't like. We don't know what those are. It's not been put out to the public at all about this stuff. Because this is like actively developing, because it's all just happened within like the last couple of weeks.
Right.
And so Stephen Sharif basically was like, hey, I'm out, I'm leaving. And then they announced that everybody else was also leaving. In fact, terminated immediately. And the game is, within like, I think it's shut down. I think it's not on right now.
So
anymore.
it's the service.
I want to say
down.
February 2nd. I believe so. Steam winning for the gamers again. Say what you want about Steam, but they do care about their gamers.
Oh yeah.
They all the purchases made on Steam did not release that money to them, so Steam was able to refund everybody the money.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is awesome. Yes.
Because I was reading.
They held on to it.
They held on to it.
Yeah.
Yep. Because Steam saw some stuff that they were like, what's going on here?
Because I was reading that in their whatever they wrote to the people that that invested into the Kickstarter, they said they'd get the Stephen Sharif or whatever his name is, said they'd get their money back if it didn't fully release. So there's some talk that he just released it so we could still get the money. There's that side of it too.
Yep.
And he also said there'd never be a board. He'd be the the person that made all the decisions. So then when he said that a board took over and he didn't like the direction of it, it's like, well, you said there would never be that. But then you're saying that the company did come in and swoop in and kind of get
Right.
the rights to it.
Yeah. And I guess it was when they initially did this, and so this company coming in was something that happened years ago. It's not something that happened within the last couple months.
Oh, okay.
But they weren't necessarily crunching them, saying, "Hey, this has to happen." Um, and that's even why it went into Steam, was because of this other company.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's hemorrhaging money.
Right.
It's an MMO. They're probably way past debt in so many different ways. But from what I understand, this other company, the reason they even got involved was to help get it pushed out to like the EU and the Asian areas.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the behind the scenes stuff with that, but that was the main reason for them to even go to those guys. But unfortunately, they got the control over everything, and just they were supposed, like, Intrepid was supposed to retain all control and direction and everything. And then, like you just said, the board came in, and when a board gets involved, it's not about doing anything good for the consumer at all. It's about how can they get richer.
Yeah.
And
all about profit margins.
Yep.
Yeah. What happened is and this is probably what Steven, was, and I'm sure he's maybe still in some kind of litigation, or I can't say, much to it, but they were issued a WARN Act notice, which basically means mass layoffs are coming.
Yeah.
So he probably felt like, all these people that worked hard on it, and I don't know. So he stepped down because he didn't want to be part of it. He didn't want to agree to it, and that's what that's where this thing's at. So,
and even that was kind of scummy. The WARN Act doesn't mean your entire company's being shut off.
Yeah, I feel like he should have.
Mass layoffs don't mean a shutdown,
right? And to be honest, it's awful for the employees, but if there's a chance to kind of save the game and maybe get it to where in people's hands, and maybe you start bringing in other people that are interested, and people start investing into it, and it's worthwhile, then maybe you can bring those other people back in, and maybe there's a way to save it. But to just step down and away from it, I feel like that's kind of wasn't the best way either.
Especially with all the, I mean, yes, it had a ways to go. It was still an alpha, but there was still, I mean, look at this. There's still a ton of work that has been done on a game that will likely never see the light of day again.
Yeah, I heard a lot about scam and everything. This game, to me, doesn't look like a scam. It looks like it's very ambitious, and they just probably took on too, like we said, $3 million isn't a lot of money to put towards a game over, from 2017 to now. I mean, that's that's 8 years, almost 9 years in development. So. I don't know,
give me 1 second, guys. I gotta turn off my camera and step away for just a second, but I will be right back.
Yeah, no worries. Nate will keep us going. Nate, so give us some.
Oh yeah, I got you. Don't worry.
All right, go.
What was this game called again?
Ashes of Creation is the name of the game. So, I don't know. What's the you think of older MMOs? There's I was trying to think of one I really liked, and I can't think of the name of it. Obviously not World of Warcraft, but it was one came out a little bit after that. Gosh, why can't I think of the name of it?
Something else that you played?
Yeah, I can't. It's an MMO.
Or that the three of us played?
Yeah, you guys played. I didn't play it with you though, but you I think you did.
Elder
play
Scrolls Online?
No, dude, come on. I know that. I love that. That's, to me, that's the best MMO. I know people would disagree, but I love that one. Still going, by the way, too. Can't think of the name of it. Were you
one Amazon made?
All right, sorry about that, guys.
No, it wasn't Amazon made. This is I was trying to think of another MMO around. Came out a little bit after World of Warcraft.
Everlast or
no.
Ultima Online?
No.
Final Fantasy?
No.
What was it about?
Oh my gosh, this is gonna drive me crazy.
RuneScape?
I'll find it. Just
Guild Wars.
Mentally send us the pictures in your head.
Guild Wars is I just can't think of it. It's awful. But go ahead.
Was it fantasy or?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it definitely was fantasy. What the heck?
Quest for Camelot?
Nope.
Not Quest for Camelot. That's not it. I think it was
Oh.
just called Camelot.
I'll figure it out later. Don't worry about it. Let's move on.
I kind of stepped into the middle of that whole
Yeah,
conversation. What were you
it's
saying
one of my
about it?
stupid rambles. I can't remember something. I hate
Oh,
when I
no.
do that. Okay. So, well, I think speaking towards this this game, do you have something else to kind of go along with that, Matt? As far as
Yeah. So, something I did want to bring up to any of the viewers that are watching us, or just anybody, in particular, and maybe we could put a link at when we publish this video, we can put a link in the description or something. But there's an initiative going right now. It is only in Europe, but it's winning in Europe. So hopefully it'll be able to move itself over here. It's called Stop Killing Games. And basically the gist of all of this is stop taking our games that we pay money for offline. That's what it is. So when you back in the day, you bought a physical copy of a game, your Xbox, your Halo game, you could plug that thing into your Halo and play it. Regardless of today, you can play it in 30 years from now. Same thing with Nintendo cartridges, same thing. It's you have those games, you have them in your possession. You've bought them. So we are also buying all these games that we're now digitally downloading. They are ours. We're not renting these games from these companies. We own them. So, how can they kill off a game? And by killing it off, I mean they shut down the server. Now you just can't play that game. Sorry, I know you spent money on it, but tough luck. Thanks for your money.
Or if you don't have internet connection.
Or if you don't have internet connection on some of those. Yep. So some of these games, so like Ashes of Creation, obviously multiplayer game, you have to have internet for it. But games like the one that started this whole thing. By the way, the guy behind this is Ross Scott, a fantastic guy. He's on YouTube. You can go to his YouTube channel, Accursed Farms. He doesn't know anything about me saying any of this. I don't know the guy personally at all, so I'm just plugging his channel because he's actually got some pretty fun videos. A little quirky, but still kind of fun.
I'll put a link in the description.
Yep. And so he started this. Oh, sorry, good.
I was gonna say one or two people might see it.
Yeah, maybe.
Nate, your mom, and some other rando.
Yeah. But even if you're in America, you can still go there and sign the petition. It won't mean anything because you're not in Europe, but you can at least put your voice out there saying, "Hey, yeah, what the heck." But it all started. He used to play a game called The Crew, by Ubisoft, which is a racing game.
Oh yeah.
But it required you to always have an internet connection. So you always had an internet connection to play this game. But it was mostly a single player game. So yeah, there was some multiplayer aspects, but the game itself was mostly single player. Well, Ubisoft said, "Hey, we're going to shut down our servers for this game. We're not going to start keep those servers running." So anybody who owned that game now no longer can play The Crew.
Right.
So that kind of really
even though this single player,
even though the majority of the game
versions of it,
right? It'd be the same thing for like now they haven't done this, but it'd be the same thing for like Red Dead Redemption. They could say, "Hey, we're just not going to support it." There's an aspect of it that's multiplayer. GTA 5, same thing could happen with that. And there's multiple games that this has happened to.
Yep.
And
Mass
I know
Effect
he's got
Online. I love that little co-op little thing they had.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
but that's like saying, we're shutting on the servers for Call of Duty.
Right.
But
I mean, one day
single
they
player campaign for it.
Yeah.
Which they absolutely could, and they have done.
How does that correlate?
Stuff. How does that correlate in which way?
Like if even though there is a multiplayer option in the game, but there's also a single player option.
Yeah.
That's like saying that all of the game needs an internet connection to play, but we're shutting down the server, so you don't have that connection anymore.
Exactly. Or saying that, hey, when you bought this, you only really actually paid for the online part of it.
Yeah.
So that's no longer available, so none of it else is.
Yeah.
Because
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I think what everybody's scared about is like if you bought a game and they're like this is the whole thing when they went from the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One. The big thing, the move was that you had to be online to be able to play even a single player RPG. They wanted to know that you owned it, right? So
Yeah.
if your Xbox wasn't online for like 24 hours, you couldn't play the disc. It wouldn't be able to confirm that you bought it, so it just wouldn't play, right? Even though you bought this game. So it started there, and now it's like as we keep going along, I bet if we read these, the licenses or whatever whatever the agreement is, I bet a lot of them that they could pull this stuff from you if it's no longer available. I think you kind of mentioned Steam. Steam's all about trying to preserve these games.
Yes.
And I think they put it into like if they do ever shut down, you own your games. You'll still be able to play it the way they set it up.
Yep.
So
there's some apps like that too.
Yeah.
Like YouTube Music.
Yeah.
You can have a membership and even have the music downloaded, but if the app doesn't have like a data connection, within so much time frame, like I think it's like 5 or 10 minutes, it won't let you play the music.
Yeah. Yeah, you basically don't really own anything. It's like you said, Matt, when you used to buy it, you owned that copy, right? And
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And now that's not the case. I mean, and a lot of games have online components, or they are online games, and they will go away, and you will not be able to play unless they allow someone to stand up a server for it. You know what I mean? Then you can't play, because some people do that for certain games to try to keep it going, but that's the only way you'd be able to play it if somebody kind of sets it up like that.
Yep. So I mean, you've got people on both sides. Somehow you have people on both sides of this fence, and I do not understand the argument against it. So I'm honestly not even going to talk about that because I don't understand the mentality of it behind it. I just
the people that are opposed to this petition.
And it's not just like the big company, the owners of these companies are against this. Some are, some aren't, but it's just normal, everyday. YouTubers or some people out there are just against this for some reason. One person that was definitely against this is a guy by the name of Pirate Software, who feels that you don't actually own the game. You own the right to. How did he put it? Shoot,
you own the right to pirate it because he's a Pirate Software.
Right.
Cool.
I don't want to quote him because I'm gonna mess up the quote, but because I wasn't prepared for that, but he is one of the guys that has spoken out against it. And there's been a couple other ones that have as well. But it doesn't make sense to me that I don't own the game they've paid for.
Yeah. I mean,
and the fact that all these companies are going toward more of a subscription fee type thing, Microsoft with Game Pass.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to have to subscribe to play my games. I want to buy my game,
stream your own game,
play it.
They want the model they want is that you basically you have a monitor that you're gonna connect to their streaming service, and you're gonna play everything through their service. So everything's gonna be on their hardware, and you're going to be streaming it to your display to play it. You won't own it. You'll pay a subscription to play it, and you'll keep the subscription going. It's like all the streaming, movies, TV services. There's a gazillion of them now.
It's like anything in life.
Yeah,
they want repeat customers.
Yep,
everything. Exactly. Yep.
And I'm not opposed to some subscriptions, if I could say the word. I think some of it's not bad because
but it should be an option. It shouldn't be forced.
Yeah, like I'll say this, and I'm no super fan of Microsoft, and people probably would rip me apart for saying this, but I don't mind their the family O365 subscription. Like it's like $119 a year, but I get 6 accounts, including mine, to have Excel, Word, and all that. You get a terabyte of storage. Each person has a terabyte of online storage, and I think that's reasonable, and they keep updating it, and I don't have to keep rebuying a newer version of it. So to me, I don't really mind that, being software.
Yeah, it works for you.
Yeah, I do. I do like a lot of open source stuff. I'm very heavily into Linux, and as you guys know, I do like that stuff. But I think there is a time and place for certain subscriptions for certain things.
Absolutely. Yeah. But games, no.
Yeah.
You want to, okay, you want to subscribe to like the battle pass. That's the whatever. I don't care. But in my opinion, you do not have the right to shut down a game. Just had a big one shut down. Not even, I don't want to say a big one, but a more notable game shut down recently.
I know what you're saying.
Anthem.
Yep.
It
Womp womp.
It did not have a good start, but it had a fairly dedicated fan base, and so it shut down, and everyone's really sad about that. That was a game that could have been allowed to keep going by itself without having this happen to it.
To me, with that game, to speak on a little bit, that it's BioWare who developed this game, and it definitely released with not enough features, and it needed a ton of work. This is what really irritates me about BioWare and EA. They'll just give up on something. Like, they could have kept working on that thing, because there's some stuff in that was pretty good. Like the flying and some of the mechanics were really good. And they gave up on that game. They didn't do anything to it. They tried to, clean up a few things, but and then they just abandon it. And like you're saying, it's offline now. You can't play it. I bought the like an idiot. I pre-ordered it.
Oh, come on now.
And I think it was the last one I've ever pre-ordered. After that, I was just done. But I
still get suckered in every now and then.
Yeah, I'm suckered into it.
And it's funny you're mentioning BioWare, because Mark Dara, I think it's how you say his name. He was talking about Anthem's shutdown, and he said that cattail. He said there was no reason to have it shut down, because it could have been easily preserved by doing the what thing that Destiny 2 does, which does peer-to-peer hosting. So is there a possibility it could come back? He doesn't know. He thinks maybe, but he hasn't said yes or no on that.
What is peer-to-peer hosting?
So peer-to-peer hosting would be like kind of like what's a good example of a peer-to-peer hosting besides Destiny 2? Like multiple computers would be.
Yeah, they don't have dedicated servers.
There's no dedicated server. You're basically using each other's.
Yeah, to work. Yeah.
So even like you said, even I don't like BioWare. I think it's gone down a path I don't like.
Oh yeah.
But even they are for this thing. Gearbox Studio or software is for it, even though I don't care for Randy Pitchford. He was saying, Nate, you'll understand this, but he was saying when they had to shut down Battleborn, that it was a really emotional experience for him. Whether that means because he was just wanting money or not, I don't know, but that's what he said. But I know you and me, we were like, this game still is a lot of fun. They could still at least let us play it.
I liked it.
I loved it. I thought it was a great game back then.
I thought it had a lot of potential. It just was half baked. It wasn't ready for.
It was half baked. It came out at a bad time. There was a lot of going against it,
Yeah.
But I think they could resurrect that game today, and I think it would do just fine, especially with all the other type games like that are coming out that are just garbage.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, and just to name a couple other big companies that are behind this movement, so they're just so people know that there is big names behind it. You've got the creator of Minecraft, Marcus Pearson. He's behind it. Owlcat Games are behind it.
Oh wow.
And then some of the bigger YouTube people are like Asmongold, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, and those people are also all behind it.
Owlcat, just a quick shout out. Owlcat Games is releasing the what's it called? Their you just watched the Expanse game coming out.
Yes. Owlcat Games has my attention.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
Yeah, it's like a third person cover shooter, kind of like a Mass Effect style type game. But the Expanse Osiris Reborn. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. Looks pretty cool. I like that type of game, so I'm kind of excited for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I love hearing that they're for this. That's even makes me like it even
absolutely.
more.
Yeah, exactly. Because that they're going to do what they can on their back end to make sure that game stays around as much as long as possible.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to see that there is still some people doing good out there. And then, of course, as we talked, Steam is all for the gaming community.
Yeah.
Sure, Gabe's, I don't even know how many multimillionaire he is. I'm sure he's got money to just waste.
Well, they got the lawsuit coming against them. They're trying to get them that they're a monopoly and all this. And
did you hear that they won against that?
Yes.
And they're actually countersuing that
Rothschild.
lawyer. Yes, which I think is so funny.
I love it.
All for you, Gabe. Go get him. You know? Just from what I know about that guy, he's kind of a scumbag. So
he is. Yeah.
And if anybody can take him out,
yeah,
I think Steam will do that.
He's a bully that just goes after people, and he's not used to. No one ever fights back. They usually pay him off. So
exactly,
I love that Gabe's like going after him. It's awesome,
and he certainly has the money to do so, and hopefully win. So,
and they Steam. Speaking of them, they're coming out with their Steam machine, which I think they delayed it. Yeah, they did delay it because of the memory issue and storage costs. So it sucks. It's a sucky time for them to release that.
Stupid. I can't wait for this to be over.
Yeah, I know. I know. I need to buy some stuff, and it's just too expensive.
I hear you.
Way too expensive. Hey, you had your chance.
I know, Nate. We've been telling you for you should have listened to us like a year ago or 2 years ago.
Man.
I mean, my goodness, man. So yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, this is a cool thing here.
It is.
Stop Killing Games initiative.
Yeah, I'm 100% for it. Hopefully, like I said, it's only in Europe right now. America, capitalism.
America.
You know, there's good and bad, and this is unfortunately one of the bad things here.
Do you think if someone or a company creates an MMO and they have servers for it, that they should just have those servers continuously?
No, I think they should allow it if they're going to shut down their servers. I think they should allow for fans to spin up their own servers.
Absolutely.
To be able to keep these games going if they would like. And
exactly.
and there could be some agreement where they don't own it, they can't make money from it, but just to keep it running. Right.
But
so is the issue that they're not allowed?
Correct.
Regular people aren't allowed to for whatever rights.
Yep. Because you're essentially stealing their intellectual property.
Yeah.
Because they still have the patents on everything.
Yeah.
They still did the work to build it. I get it. I do. But
I kind of like how I know Bethesda has a lot of bad rep about it right now, but they're pretty good with the modding community, letting them just create whatever they want from their games.
Absolutely.
Like people go nuts with it, especially Skyrim, obviously, and Oblivion, and Fallout.
But it helps them.
I mean,
no, ultimately it does.
It does, but regardless, it's a good take. It's a good look to allow that rather than not like Nintendo or all these other ones that just don't really do anything.
Right. At some point, I have to get back into Starfield. Was that the game that or Starfield?
Starfield.
Star Wars Galaxy.
Starfield.
I'll say this: you should wait to there's talk of that they're going to release a Starfield 2.0, so it's going to come to PlayStation.
Okay.
Because Microsoft owns Bethesda now, so they were exclusive for Xbox and PC, and now they're going to release it to PlayStation. And there's some talk that there's going to be a 2.0 version of it, so they're going to kind of clean up some of the stuff because there's. It's not a bad game. People, kind of like totally dunk on it and everything, but there's some good things.
They built it to be this big, and it was actually this big. That's the problem.
Well, the thing is, it's almost too much of a lot of procedural stuff. It's just too they went for to try to do everything, and it's it does a lot of things, but it's not really good at one thing, So one of the big complaints is it's constant loading screens in a sense. Like you're not.
Oh my god!
You go in a space loading screen. You go now to you're getting out of your ship loading screen. All these loading screens constantly. So I guess they're reworking it to kind of like cut back on some of that. But I played a fair amount of it. I played about 40 hours of it. I didn't finish it. And I kind of shelved it because I thought they'd work on it. I heard some talk. Mm-hmm. So if that does happen with the 2.0, I'm going to go back and play through it. But
so do you own the DLC that came out?
Yes, Shattered Space. So there's talk that there's another DLC coming out with this 2.0. Shattered Space is just okay.
Well, the reason I'm telling you and asking even if brought this game up at all they have a complete Star Wars conversion.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And apparently it's really, really good.
Oh.
So I really want to check that out. But I'm kind of waiting for Shattered Space to kind of go on sale because I think it's like $30. So
it's way overpriced.
It goes on sale, I'll buy it, and then I'll download it to play Star Wars.
Do you need that for the Star Wars mod?
You do. You do.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
But yeah, anyways. But yeah.
Does it rework the stories, or are you just doing them?
It's a complete remodel. Like, it is a Star Wars game.
And it's like different quests that are Star Wars quests?
Yep. Planets, everything. It's crazy.
Holy crap.
You really should look it up.
Overhaul.
I'm kind of shocked they haven't been shut down.
That's what I'm saying. Bethesda seems to not.
Star Wars Outlaws is a thing, and that game is a joke, apparently. But this game with Bethesda's, foundation, they've built this game. It's apparently very good.
You got to love the modding community. That just really, it's just crazy what they do.
Their commitment and their what they do is just out of this world.
The real game developers.
Well, I mean,
some of the games, yeah.
I mean, don't there's some great game developers that are doing this that work very hard, and they're.
Oh yeah, they got to put the code in the ground first, and then the modders come along and they build from there.
Yeah.
So.
I know that they hire a lot from probably the modding community as well. Probably bring them into.
Yep.
But yeah, you got to love their passion.
So. Yeah, there's a couple game companies that do that. The game company behind Arma also does that. Which, why not? Why would you not hire that talent?
Yeah. Just to learn yourself to be able to build these things, it's pretty
absolutely wild. Even if you bring them on as like a contractor, I'm going to contract you to help build this part of the game, whatever, just
yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, so you're going to do it to play that? That's funny.
Yeah.
Did you ever?
But yeah, so.
Oh, good.
Oh, go ahead.
No, good.
Okay, I was just going to bring it back to the MMO side of this stop killing games thing. So kind of like what you were saying, where they should. And some companies have given the rights to the company, to the community, not to a person, but to the community. Yeah. Like City of Heroes, the superhero MMO game. Remember that one, Nate?
Yeah.
It is finally around, active, has servers, because they said, hey, we're not going to do anything with this, but if you guys want to, have at it. So now there's actual servers out there, and people are really playing Company Heroes, City of Heroes. So yeah, I haven't checked it out, but it's got updates, DLCs, and everything. It's really cool. So that's your answer to the MMO side of things, including Ashes of Creation. There has been some talk on Reddit that, hey, at least we bought the game and we have the files. Now, what can we do with this?
Yeah.
Right now, not too much, because these other guys own the rights and they haven't said yes or no on what they're doing with it. So, yeah, there's ways around it. So,
yeah, I
just hope that there's some kind of something with this stop killing games that just puts it all to rest, and let's have these games that bring us so many memories just exist.
I fear that it's actually coming to a kind of a close on a lot of these type of games. I think some of the companies are seeing that too. It's going to lead into the next thing I was going to talk about. You guys, I think, have played the MMO version of this, Crimson Desert, right? It's Black Desert Online.
Black Desert Online, yeah.
So I was going to mention it because
it's a fantastic game.
Yeah. So let me bring this up here.
Or a job, however you want to look at it.
Full-time job.
Before you play it, have you ever played Black Desert Online?
I never played it, so
don't. It's great, but just don't.
Yeah, you told me that before. I remember you guys said it's just like a time sink, right? It's just like,
boy, is it ever! It's a job and a half.
Yeah,
but this looks fantastic.
So this really is like I'm just getting kind of excited about it because it's I guess it's not a. Originally, it was going to be an MMO. It was going to be a prequel to Black Desert Online, and then they changed direction and made it into the single player. And man, it seems really ambitious. Like all the things that they're doing within this game. So it's an action RPG. Yeah. It's not like a traditional it's not like a Skyrim RPG. It's more action oriented. But it just seems like you can do so many things in it, and there's so much to do within this game world as far as mysteries and just questing and
Yeah.
the different styles of combat. It's like every game in one game. If they pull this off, I don't, it's going to be pretty amazing. And
Oh yeah.
I'm wondering if they saw the writing on the wall with the the online stuff and thinking maybe we need to kind of move away from that and do this single player type game. And I know you guys are more into the co-op or online stuff, where to me this
Yeah.
appeals to me more, the single player type stuff.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I don't know, what's your thoughts on being that you played Black Desert, whatever it is, online compared to this? Like, do you know anything about this or?
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of followed some of the development behind it, and yeah, it's if they can deliver on it, which it's Pearl Abyss, they have plenty of money to do so.
Yeah.
So they should have no reason to not be able to deliver on this. But yeah, it really does look very. It's very similar to Black Desert in a lot of ways, without having that grinding behind Black Desert that's in there.
Yeah.
The grinding in Black Desert is a lot of fun, but it's a job.
Yeah.
If you want to, it's a lot. It's almost RuneScape level of, or not RuneScape. RuneScape? Yeah, RuneScape.
Yeah. That's it.
It's almost that level of grinding. Now, I do hope my one critique would be to hopefully make the combat a little less flashy.
Well,
I hope it's not. It doesn't look as flashy as Black
Yeah.
Desert, but because it there's a lot going on the screen.
yeah. I guess you can turn
and-
down those particle effects and stuff too, because it can be pretty demanding, I think, to produce a lot of that. But,
Right.
I think you can turn down a lot of the fireworks going on when you're
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So in Black Desert, there's combo moves, and I mean, there's like, I don't even know how many dozens of combo moves for your guy. And it just
Yep.
gets overwhelming really
Yeah.
easily, really quickly. So
There-
hopefully it's not like that, but
There
We'll
is a
see.
combat gameplay with combat in it, and there is some of that. It seems like it can get a little like a lot going on the screen. So
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also mechs in this.
I saw that.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Like there seems to be like a world above this one in the clouds.
Yeah, it's called the Abyss. Is the I think
Yes.
that's what it is. The
Yeah.
Abyss.
Yep.
So
So yeah, I mean,
well, it's launching
It looks
March
good.
19th, right? And it's built on their own game engine, so it's not like it's
right.
Unreal Engine 5 or anything. And they've said that they're just, it went gold already, so they're just optimizing it. And man, if this thing plays well, it'll be amazing, because it looks really good. It
Yeah,
you know what I
it
mean?
does.
Can this play on like an Xbox Series S? I don't know.
Yeah. If it's built on the same engine as Black Desert, which I think it is, it looks like
Yeah,
it is.
it is.
Yeah, it will look this good and run great.
Yeah, and
on
they
your
said that
older
they
computers.
figured out a way to optimize, this
Yeah.
this this fidelity, the way it looks on,
Yeah.
because I was
I don't know
looking
how
at-
they do it.
yeah. I
but,
was looking
yeah.
at the hardware specs, and they're low. It's like they're like recommended as like an RTX 2080, which I'm like, wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
For
that's
it to look this good is impressive.
yeah. So, and it's the first game I've kind of been excited about, that I think I'm definitely gonna, I'll listen to see what they say about it, but I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick it up. And,
What was it called again?
Awesome.
and
Crimson Desert.
yeah, I mean, you played Black Desert Online, Nate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's it's in the same game world. It's just kind of its own side thing. It's not a continuation of that or anything. It's kind of just its
Yeah.
own thing in the same world. But single player, you're this dude Cliff, that's part of the Gray Mains.
Gray means, yeah.
Yeah, and something happens with them that you got to kind of, fight to bring them back together or something. And I don't know. Look, it looks like it's got a pretty good story, and the action looks pretty awesome. There's a lot of side quests, and there's a lot of little mysteries to find along the way. on the off the beaten path kind of thing, and I don't know, that seems exciting to me. So here's some of the combat here with a lot of. You can also play two other characters that I guess you meet along the way, so you can play with them as well. So it's like this orc dude and this chick. So I don't know if that's like a leftover portion from the MMO, because it started off being an MMO. So do they kind of work that in there because it was from that? It could have been other characters. I don't know.
Yeah. So the MMO has like a bunch of different characters you can play as.
Quite a few.
Yeah, quite a few. And they all play differently too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
character class.
Yeah, everything you're seeing here looks like BDO.
It does.
Black Desert Online.
Yeah.
In fact, it kind of makes me want to go back and play a little bit, but I know better, and I should not do that. So,
do you think you'd enjoy this type of game, being that it's a single player, or is it?
I think I would. I've actually been playing a lot more single player games lately.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I probably would get into this. If it's as big as it says, there's probably hundreds of hours of things to do in here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty ambitious looking game. I hope they can pull it off, because I think the game industry needs something like this. It needs a win like this, and it would be good to see it from like this is a South Korean developer, right?
Yep.
And I think that's where you're seeing a lot of the better games these days there's no agendas really in them. It's just about the game.
Exactly. You know? Yeah. There's definitely a difference between the West and the East when it comes to gaming, for sure.
Yeah.
Like you just said, the West, America seems to always want to put agendas in all their games. Don't have to look very far. Have you seen Fable? Holy cow. Restart the game. Please stop doing what you're doing. Yeah. They're going to keep going forward, and it'll flop when it comes out, and hopefully we'll get another Fable game someday, but it's going to be a very long time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But then you look at the Asian market and the Asian developers, even Chinese, they're making these games where people want to play them. You know, they're even their main characters that you play, they're attractive. The men are attractive. The women are attractive.
Right.
They're not trying to shy away from that. They're not trying to make them look like they fell out of a putty jar. You know, nobody wants to play that. When you make a character, nobody makes an ugly character.
Yeah. That's the whole Fable, the one they've been showing in the trailers and everything. It's like that typical, like, just unattractive.
But it's not even realistic.
I know.
It
looks, it's not. You're right.
Did you hear the latest news on that? How they took out all the blood and gore. There's no gore. There's no blood. There's nothing like that. And the good and bad are subjective.
Okay, of course. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if it comes down to I don't know what, killing this family or giving me a good sword, that is not an objective choice.
Yeah.
It's clearly a good one and a bad choice, you know.
Right.
It's just come
How's
on,
that
man.
Objective?
Yeah.
Oh, and I don't know if you guys remember the older Fable games. If you
I don't.
I see why they took this out, and you'll know once I say it. Back then in the old Fable games, you would get made fun of for certain things you would wear.
Yeah.
And one of the things you would get made fun of, if you're a male and you put a dress on, they would make fun of you. Can you guess what's being removed from this one?
Of course. Like, yeah.
I mean, maybe they should leave that in there.
Hey,
no way. They can't.
Maybe,
they can't.
You know what? Yeah, I don't
know.
Could. It will flop just like
I choose not to.
All the other games that have recently come out. That just
it's like just like Dragon Age. They totally killed Dragon Age. I mean, I loved Inquisition. I can barely say that word.
Inquisition's great.
Thank you. That game was great, and this new one just destroyed it. It's just such a piece of crap.
Well, I'm gonna do 10 push-ups because I said shut up.
I'm gonna do a bath because I called them a she instead of a they, or whatever the hell it was. Dude, how do you put that in a Dragon Age game? I don't care where your agenda is. It's like
absolutely
that it doesn't belong there.
In a fantasy world setting. Yeah.
Like, come on. It's like they don't get it. And they think it's that they still don't get it. They're gonna keep trying to make these games until the companies realize they've lost money and no one's buying them. Then maybe they'll, or think of this. EA got bought out, but they got bought out by like a company in Saudi Arabia has partially owns it or whatever.
Yeah,
but maybe it's something like the company like that to come in and say, yeah, we're not doing that, and let's bring back Anthem, and let's work on like I have no trust in what Mass Effect will be. They're working on that, and I'm sure it's going to be trash.
Oh man,
it's going to be total trash. But they just
another
don't
Mass
get it.
Effect game.
Yeah.
Yep.
It'll be it's really Mass Effect 4. They had Andromeda, which was like, after 3, but I think this will be a continuation from Shepard's story. Whatever that is, but it'll be trash, I guarantee it. That company they're agenda driven within their games. They use games as a platform for their agenda. And it sucks.
Yep.
But this looks promising. I hope it does well.
It does. Yep.
And I'm sure the U.S. games media will totally rip this apart because you get this kind of white protagonist, right? That they're going to hate.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It'll be like, it's another more slop from Korea.
Yep.
Like,
you could play as a girl in it she's attractive. So that's going to be a major problem.
Yeah.
I'm
sure all the guys are guys,
Yep. Yeah. So who knows? But I'm kind of excited for this. We'll see how it turns out, but hopefully it does well.
Yeah. Hopefully it does.
So Nate, we'll kind of transition into Nate's corner here. Nate's
corner.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I heard you had some I don't know.
Nate's words of wisdom.
Yeah, words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom.
It's a new thing we're going to try.
Yep.
Nate's going to lay on our ears. Drop some honey in our ears, Nate.
Yep. This is your moment, Nate. Go.
Only get one chance.
With that glorious red goatee. Let's go.
Make fun of it.
This is good. Good stuff. All right, that's it. Words of wisdom from Nate.
All right, good stuff. Hey, I learned a lot. I don't know about you.
Yep, that was life-changing.
Yeah.
All right, go.
Would you want me to read this?
Yeah, well, what do you want to talk about?
It's your corner, man. We're just sitting there.
Just go, man. Go for it. Don't even worry. Go.
I don't know. I don't even know where this came from. Some post someone put on like Facebook or something like that.
Okay.
I'll just read it off.
What do you want to set it up? Kind of set up what it's about.
I don't know how to set up. Basically, it's talking about how words
are hard.
No, like how words can be used to control a system. Based on like how laws are created and how words have meaning, like individually. And if you can get people to think words mean something else when like a lawful definition of it means something different than what common people think, then you can kind of control a legal system in that way and be very like secretive, but
it's like they're redefining the words to mean something totally different.
Yeah.
When people assume they mean this, but they're using it to mean something else.
Twisting it.
Yeah. Bad.
Anywho, I think
sorry, go ahead.
It's a real thing that is going on, especially in our
it's definitely a real thing.
Yeah.
Our courts. In our judicial system.
I think beyond the courts, it's within headlines. People will use words to, formulate opinions within, of a sentence.
Yeah. It's in everything. It's in business. It's even in religion. It's everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's there to deceive people and keep them controlled in a little box.
Yeah.
Well, if you go ahead.
No, go ahead, Matt.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you understand that the mass of people, the average man believes that a word means this, why do you need to go and find another word? Why
Right.
or another definition for that word?
Yeah.
There's only one reason to do that, and that's to trick them up to get your own way. It's
It's you get to take a word that meant something and you redefine it, and then you own that, and you took it away from somebody or
Yep.
a group of people, right?
Yep.
So you
Yep.
redefine it to mean something else, and then it's like you can't even really speak against it because it's like the people that don't know what it's turned into the word, they think it means this other thing. So it's just tricking them into this, system that people are setting them up to
Yeah.
to believe in or. But go ahead,
Yep.
go ahead and read through it, Nate. Read through this thing you got here.
Where is it?
Next time I'll have it up on screen, so I should have been better prepared for this. Maybe I can bring it up. Hold on. Maybe I could do it in Notepad. Go ahead, Nate. Just read it.
All right.
They were trying to do this.
I don't even know how to pronounce that. A logocracy? Logocracy?
A logos.
Sure. Logocracy.
Yep. You really. It's going well. Words.
Oh, yeah.
Words of wisdom. I gotta have like an intro to this.
no.
Like really.
Where's my AI pronunciation?
Yeah,
That's so
I should have had my AI read it. That's what I should have dropped in and just had it read through the
There you
thing. I could have been better prepared for this.
Yeah.
Next time we'll do that. I can take your voice now. So I didn't mean to just steal your words of wisdom section here, but you can give me 10 seconds of your voice just saying a sentence. I can put it into this thing, and I spun up in Comfy UI where I can take like what you have here, take your voice, put it to this, and it'll read through this as like you're saying it. In fact, we'll do this next week where I'll set this up. You give me 10 seconds of your voice, and I'll set it up so we can play it next week. And not next week, next time, next episode.
That's
so you can
awesome.
see it. Yeah.
I love where we're going with this.
It's how I did the Trump video. We had the one comment from somebody we didn't know. He goes, AI.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
thanks, Captain Obvious.
Dude, that's the whole point of it. I was trying to be, trying to be funny a little bit. Right. Sorry. Go ahead, Nate.
Anyways, I think you pronounce it logocracy.
There you go.
Logocracy.
Logocracy. I think.
Huh.
I might be wrong, but anyways,
might be right. A logocracy is a system where words rule, where language itself is the medium of power and control. Carefully crafted words in statutes, contracts, and precedents define terms that shape reality and interpretation of texts by judges and lawyers, who act as modern-day priests of meaning. If the average person doesn't recognize they live in a logocracy, they won't recognize when the meaning of words is being manipulated, or how those changes affect their freedom, rights, and humanity. A core feature of logocratic system is one that dissolves or distorts real embodied categories, like a man and a woman, and replaces them with abstract, legalistic, or bureaucratic terms like person, individual, agent, entity, natural person, juridical person. Each of these terms may serve as a technical function in law or policy, but what they often do is blur or detach language from livid, natural, or divinely or ordered reality. If you control the language, you control the categories. If you control the categories, you control the law. If you control the law, you control the people. And this is how the system can undermine the family, redefine life, reclassify gender, shield the powerful, strip rights from the voiceless, all while hiding behind neutral language like person, entity, or agent.
That's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Do you want to speak to that? What are your thoughts when you read that, Nate? When you first read it?
When I first read it?
Yeah.
I think it makes a lot of sense. And I've been looking into like people talk about their experiences in courtrooms and what goes on and how like you have to speak a certain way in court because they have like their own language that they use. Um, and most of the time it goes back to certain words that are used in there because of a different definition that they have of a word than like common tongue. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely redefining what words mean, like this, kind of spoke to as far as what we're seeing, in everyday life, as far as even like kind of blurring the lines between man and woman. Everything has to do with what we've been, what we see in the real world, what we experience. They're just trying to
Yeah.
totally just flip it on its head, kind of thing, right?
Like what do you think the definition of a person is in common tongue?
Of a person, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they can't define a woman. We know that. That's undefinable because every time they'll tell you when it's a like women's rights, but you'll say, well, who's a woman? They're like, well, I don't know. They can't
Yeah.
define that, right? You're talking
But like
to
in
them,
common
right?
tongue, it's like a person is like people, like
Yeah.
a guy or girl. But in the court, it could be a individual or a corporation, partnership or association.
Yeah. Or a birthing person.
Yeah. It just I don't know.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. To me, it's like this whole thing where there's a movement against the Judeo-Christian mindset that's been prevalent through forever, right? It's been, if you really think about the God's word as we understand it, the Bible has defined our existence. I mean, so much revolves around it, and I think it's the opposition to that has driven this narrative you're speaking to, and to change the language so you can't use the language in an argument, right? So if they win, if they take over these words and they change the definitions of them and meaning, it's like, how do you even argue against that? Because you don't even know what you're arguing against. You think it's one thing, but they mean something totally different. So you're saying even in the legal system, these words have been kind of taken over as well. So
Yes.
it's very ambiguous, the meaning, and it's hard to define intent or, whatever goes on in the legal system. It kind of twists how those outcomes are with this redefining of our language, right?
Yep.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah, because
I think so.
They pull the definitions of these words from other law books that most people don't even know about.
Yeah. I mean,
but it's disguised as the same word as that we use everyday language.
Yeah. And like Matt said, this is everywhere. It's even in like in religion, and I can think of this like this is kind of a deep dive here, but if Calvinists, they use the word sovereign God, and it means something totally different to them than what some may think of it. Like when I think of sovereign, I think of it's God's all knowing, all powerful in a sense, right? When they say sovereign, he's all powerful, but he controls everything. He's the one that brings out all outcomes. It's determinism to them. That's what sovereignty means. You know what I mean? So when you have that conversation, you're not speaking the same language when you use that word, right? And that's what you're speaking to here. You're using words, but they mean it a totally different way. And if it's looked at in the courts the way they're saying it, then how do you win that argument, right? You've already lost because you don't even know the real definition of how they define this word even, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we're out of it yet. It feels like it is somewhat, but then I don't know. Kind of go back to where we started. I mean, you go from Biden to Trump, and there's still the same underlying issues. You know what I mean? You may like some of the rhetoric on either side. You know what I mean? I lean more conservative, so I'm willing to put up with more of a Republican type administration, but the same issues are still underneath, right? Like we talked about Epstein, right? Nothing changed from that administration to this one, right?
I think it's all a facade.
Yeah.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Yeah.
And they make a joke out of it. I don't know if you guys watched. You didn't miss it anything, but the God, what is her? The Maxwell lady. She did some kind of I don't know. They called her forth to ask a bunch of questions. What's today? The 10th? Yesterday? Every single question. I plead the fifth. Every single question.
Great.
Who is this?
So, at what point does it become a problem? Like, okay, this is just being made a mockery of our system.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I mean, she's like serving time for a crime that they haven't even proven anybody did anything. You know, if you really think about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
According to what we're seeing, no one's been brought to justice. No one's been arrested. So what is she? Why is she in jail?
Right.
I think she belongs there. Don't get me wrong. I'm just playing devil's
100%.
advocate here, where I don't know why she's there if they haven't like arrested anybody or done anything.
Yeah,
right?
You can't say she's doing something wrong when she was in the room next to the guys that were doing it, and it's like, okay.
I think they just use people one at a time as like scapegoats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't have any faith in that anything's going to come out of this. It's just it's a circus. This whole thing's a circus. It's like a clown show.
It absolutely is, yeah.
And I don't know. I'm almost like giving up on all this stuff. I mean, I guess you worry about your immediate reality, people around you. You try to, be influential around your family, friends, and try to do well, good there.
Yeah.
But man, it's really, it's depressing to just look at all this, and I don't know, and this global scale to see all this corruption, and I don't know. It's
it's crazy. It's insane to be able to sit back and go, all of those conspiracy people were correct. Like, wait, what?
I know.
That's not supposed to be fiction,
right?
Yeah.
Fiction becomes reality. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It just keeps leaning into that simulation theory. We're just in a simulation. It's a weird simulation.
Man, yeah.
But no, it's pretty cool, Nate. What else? Do you have anything else on that, or what's your solution? Do you have any ideas on how we could fight against this? Not with violence, but with words and communication.
I mean, you could either start learning the definitions of words that are used in the legal system, or try to have a change to it. But I don't know if enough people care about it.
I think it's beyond the legal system, though. I think it's like saying it's within headlines. It's within every YouTube thumbnail.
Brother,
people are trying to get you're trying to. I don't know. It's to me. I think it starts like I was just saying before. It just starts with individuals. Like when people use this, you hear somebody say this. I think we just got to start saying no, that's not true. And you don't have to get angry about it. You just got to say, yeah, that's not true. Like just to go back to men and women, and they just make it more to blur lines. It's like, no, there is differences.
Are you talking about like overall? Like
I'm talking overall. I think we just need to. I understand you're saying the legal system, it's kind of infiltrated it, but I think it always starts with the hearts and minds kind of thing. Like if you got to kind of win over public opinion. You got to. That's where they won this first, is with infiltrating society, right? They change society and thought, right? And they always go after kids, right? They start there. That's why they're in the schools. That's why they want to own the schools, the colleges. They want to own, you know what I mean? So it starts there. And then those kids grow up, and then they're lawyers. They're in the courts. They're judges, right? They're all these activist judges and all these people. We need to win back society. And that's going to take a long time. It's not going to happen. What's
they're
that?
choosing in the judicial system, however you say it, they're choosing their career over morals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, and I've stood by this thought pattern for many years, the judges should not have a lifetime that should not be a lifetime
Lifetime
position.
appointment. Yeah.
Same thing with senators and people like that. There should be term limits to everything like this. Yeah. And I think that becomes one of the bigger problems.
What you do is when people go into office, first off, they earn a regular paycheck. They don't get their own health care. They got to pay for it themselves. They got to do everything everybody else has to do. They cannot participate in any type of investments or anything like that because insider trading, right? There's
that's never happened.
Yep. Term limits. You also got to get all the lobbyists out of Washington. Maybe have term limits for people that are lobbyists. I don't because they're there that have been there forever, right? So it doesn't matter. You get a new crop of people. They're still, funding them, and they're the ones controlling it. Really, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's a very, deep system that has to be, flipped on its head.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, same with the justice system. Any court case or even down to like arrests and bookings, like there's always some sort of money incentive or money bonus that's given.
Yeah.
For like any type of convictions or whatever there is. Like that's not a justice system. That's a money system.
Yeah, it's like senators and that all come out. They can go in, being average income, and they come out all millionaires. You know what I mean? All of them. They're all like they're all part of the system.
Aren't you supposed to be like serving the people and representing them?
No.
Yeah.
And they're all. This is all of them. I don't care, Republican, Democrat, all of them.
Oh yeah. They're all the same.
Yeah. And every term we have to go through the race baiting and all the BS that we keep fighting with each other, and it's just sickening. It's just tiring. So I don't know. Yeah. But
I think we need a "We the People" movement.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we need something. I don't know. I don't see it changing though. I think they have a pretty good handle on the system and how they keep going back and forth, and they create the anger between the parties, and it's all
division. Yeah,
division,
distractions.
Yeah, and it's constant, and it's such a 24-hour news cycle where.
You know what's crazy though? Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
If more people like took their heads out of their phones and just talked to each other, they would find that they have a lot more in common with the person next to them than they think they do, or think they don't.
Yeah, the majority of Americans would find that they agree on a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's that they just, we've just been divided, and like I said, you're getting fed exactly what you want to be fed. That you keep. Yep. You know what I mean? It doesn't care if you're a Republican or Democrat. It's going to give you what you want. You keep looking at. So you're being isolated to that idea. So you're not even branching out to see, a bigger picture or different alternative ideas. And they fight against other ideas, right? They're like a cult.
Yeah.
It's like cult thinking.
Cult or bandwagon, whatever.
Yeah, it's cultish.
But if you just talk to people, you'll find you're more in common with them than you think, and the few differences you have don't matter.
Right. The most dangerous thing to leadership is if people just start talking with each other and agreeing and saying
communication.
We as Americans have a lot of power if we actually band together. And it doesn't take violence. It just takes us saying, no, we disagree with this. And no, we're not doing this. And they can't do anything because it is we the people. But we've forgotten that. We've forgotten that idea. And they're good at dividing us and making us angry.
Well, and I'm not saying it was right to do, but a good example of how much they fear the people revolting is the January 6th thing.
Yeah.
And that's
It wasn't even a
scared.
revolt.
It was.
That was a setup. Those are useful idiots.
That was such a joke.
Yeah. Dude, they were set up. They were people they bought into what they're being fed.
Yeah.
And they wanted them to go there so the Democrats could use that for years to come on how insurrection
and that's exactly
the people there were guided to just walk in.
Yeah, dude.
Like the people, whoever was guarding the doors were just like ushering them in, like, "Hey, come on in," and they're like, "Oh, okay."
You had that chop zone that was a real insurrection over in Seattle, where they took over blocks of the city, and there was law enforcement facilities that they abandoned that they took over. That's an insurrection. Okay.
That's peaceful protesting.
Oh yeah. So, but they'll never talk. No one gets to talk about that. And
no.
But I'm not defending the January 6th
because it doesn't help the narrative.
Yeah, those are useful idiots that went there. They should. That's what I'm talking to. We can't do that stuff. It's about communicating and talking about this stuff.
Yep.
And finding the common ground, and saying, well, we all want somewhat of a similar outcome, right? If we can agree on some of these things, then these other things, we may disagree, but we can agree to disagree. You know, we can still live together and try to, build a prosperous country. And you want to help other people, immigrants and everything. Definitely. You want this American dream to flourish here, and then to be able to go to other countries too, and to bring that idea of true, democracy. I mean, we're a republic, but this idea of we the people, right? Where you have these rights, you have the freedom of speech, you have these certain God-given rights, right? And that's what they're really afraid of. They know what the American people could do together, and that's why they keep us divided.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And we just keep witnessing this clown show that we're seeing. Yeah. But very true, Nate. Your words of wisdom are spot on. It's a good start to your little section here.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, any other thoughts regarding all this? We've gone pretty long here.
No, not really. I think we've all spoken pretty well on everything.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're gonna, I don't know, maybe we can get a little more consistent. Try to keep this every 2 weeks and see if we can.
Yeah.
And keep a format where we get something to talk about. Have
a couple different segments.
Yeah, and be ready to kind of speak to it. Have I can actually have the information in front of me of what I want to talk about. I had some of it. Oh, that game was called Rift, by the way.
Rift.
Oh, I remember that one.
Rift MMO.
Rift was great.
It just popped in my head. I love that MMO. I don't know if
you can
still play it.
And
did they shut that down as well?
It's not shut down yet.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
A nice the whole taking over zones by the enemy was pretty unique.
Yeah.
It was good.
It had a lot of cool game features, gameplay, and even like playing it solo was fun too. There's a lot of a lot of cool things about it. But that was the game. But all right.
Yeah.
I guess we'll close it out. Any last thoughts or?
No, just stay. Just please sign that petition for the Stop Games if you can.
Yeah.
Share it with anybody you can.
You can do that right online then with that you showed there.
Yep.
Sure
can.
Yeah, I got the link. I'll put it in the description so people can click on it.
StopKillingGames.com.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'll also
These
put that other
companies
guy's
need to
channel.
learn that they depend on us.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
have a right to the things we've purchased.
Let's make games great again. If I can corner that phrase. So if I don't trigger anybody by saying that, but all right. Well, we'll see you in the next episode, and thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Thank you, folks. Take care.
Later.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing